Linus Karlsson, the opportunity for him to play on that line tonight. What have you liked from what you've seen from
Well, he's a
him?
goal scorer. When you give him an opportunity in tight, I mean, he puts the puck in the net. So we thought, what better, if you want to give people fair chances, you put them with the best, and so that's what we're doing.
About your goaltending situation tonight, Bruce?
Well, we got Demko playing, so it's his first kick at the can. So I mean, it's preseason, but we all expect Thatcher to be good, and I expect him to be good again.
Phil DiGiuseppe had a good camp last year. Feels like he's having a pretty good camp this year and getting opportunities. What do you need to see from him tonight to kind of keep moving that forward?
Well, I don't know what we need to see, but I mean, he's playing like an NHL player, so I mean, we need that to be continued. And every game you play, the competition usually in training camp gets a little bit tougher. So I mean, as long as he continues to improve, then we're going to give him every chance in the book.
Every head coach I've covered says he's not a goaltending expert when I ask about the goaltending, but how does Demko look? It was a big off-season for him, surgery, and then he said easing back into it.
Well, I don't know how much easing he's been. I mean, he's been out on the ice. Like when Ian goes out with them, I mean, it's a long time, and he works very hard, and he's anxious to get back. He's in tremendous shape, so he feels great. So I mean, and I'm not a goaltending expert. I just know he stops a lot of pucks, and we'd like him to continue to do so.
He's looked good to you in camp.
Yes. Yeah.
How much will he play today?
Pardon me?
How much will he play today?
I think it depends on him, but he's scheduled for 2 periods. But we'll see. I mean, good or bad. I mean, we can make adjustments if we have to.
Okay, I understand there might have been a bit of a scare, but it seems like the word is positive now and that he won't be out too long.
Who's that?
Mikheyev?
We're hoping. That's, I mean, by all accounts, I mean, he's hopefully skating next week.
On the goaltending thing, you mentioned yesterday that it's not Martin's for sure. So is Silov's in that? He's a young guy, but I mean,
Well,
who's pushing Martin?
I mean, I think, look, we got some good goaltenders in this organization. I mean, Delia's played good. Silov's played good. DiPietro's, been right there working hard, and nobody's giving an inch. So, I mean, I think everybody's pushing for that, sees that, hey, this could be, I could be the backup, and they're all pushing hard for it. So most of them are going to get another chance. I mean, Silov's is scheduled to play today. And I think Martin and Delia are going in Seattle. So, I mean, everybody's getting opportunities.
Bruce, I know he's not scheduled to play today, but any further clarity on Travis Dermott and just sort of...
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't even got any more clarity on him today. From yesterday, he's feeling a lot better, so I assume that it's going to come sooner than later.
Is Tyler Myers dealing with something ongoing?
Just that he's tall. I mean,
It's a pain.
yeah. No, he's not. Like, there's all those other guys are up at UBC practicing today. That's, I mean, we only brought the game group, and we wanted 2 extra defensemen that weren't playing to make 8, because 8D makes it a lot easier in any kind of practice you have. But we'd rather have Tyler in a full practice than a 20-minute job.
Does it look to you when you watch Karlsson that here's a guy who's played pro for a few years against men? Does he look sort of closer to NHL ready than some of these guys?
Well, I don't know if he looks closer to, I'm not comparing it to closer to NHL ready. I'm comparing it to the first day at rookie camp. His pace has been picking up. And so that's what I'm looking at, to see if his pace keeps increasing to get to be an NHL pace with him.
You guys have been together a week now. How are you feeling about sort of how things are coming together in terms of your plan?
It seems like we haven't played forever. And the plan, I think, is working. I think other than yesterday's practice and not even counting the games, that I thought they've been working really hard. They've done great. I think yesterday's practice, the ice wasn't very good, and it sort of threw everybody off a little bit. But, I think as the preseason keeps moving on, we're hoping to improve games. Like, there's not 2 games anymore. I mean, every game we're hoping to get better and better, and the game group is together almost on every practice. So, I mean, we're hoping that, system-wise, power play, penalty killing will all, in another 10 days be where it should be to start the season.
And there's not a lot of games off, or days off in the next week. You've got all your games now, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, we had our 3 days off there, and now it's every second day, basically.
Regarding Hoaglander, I know many believe that he was going to have to be a top 9 guy in order to make the team. It looks like you've got him kind of in what could look like a fourth line. Can you talk a bit about giving him opportunities in other areas to see what he can do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, we'll be using him on the power play tonight, and we know he's got tons of energy, and he doesn't have to be a goal scorer right off the bat. I mean, that's great. I mean, for us, his mindset is what can he do? Like, if he's not going to be a 30-goal scorer this year, and he may be still, I don't know. But, I mean, what kind of energy can he bring on the fourth line? Where does the fit on the third line go? I mean, those are the kind of things. But I've seen a lot of teams have as their fourth unit a real high energy that makes it tough for other teams to play against them. And if he's that situation, then I think we got a plus as well.
Bruce, you've run Quinn on that right side through camp, but now this is game action tonight. What are you looking for from him just on that side?
Well, we'll see him one more time, at least on the right side. I mean, he's getting really comfortable with it. He moves to the middle and gets his shot away quicker from there. That's great. I mean, also interested more to see on how Pullman reacts, and probably he'll be playing all the games. It's going to be more of an indication whether Quinn plays the right side or not.
Do you think at some point, if you have OEL and Quinn together, we might just see them swapped? Try OEL on the right, Quinn on the left?
We could. I mean, but right now, I mean, I think they're both capable. Look, it's not that. I'm sure it is difficult, but for NHL talented players as much as those guys, I'm sure they've had to play their offsides during their career, and I think the adjustment wouldn't be that difficult.
And just one more sort of Karlsson related. How common is it in your experience? We saw it here with the Sedins. How common is it for guys that you've coached to get faster, like not at 17 or 18 or 19, but 22 years old, 23 years old, 24 years old?
I see it when I coached in the American League. I saw it all the time. When I'd go from the American League to the National League, they play as fast as the pace of the game is. It's the same as if you're a fast skater sometimes in the NHL and you get sent down, you're about 2 weeks ahead of everybody else, but in about 2 weeks your pace comes right down in accordance with the American League. So, I mean, that's what I'm hoping, that once he sees the pace faster, that he can pick up that pace, that Kuzmenko picks up that pace, and then that's then you'll see if they can do it.